Helm charts seemed like a great idea, right? We use off-the-shelf policies, so the public ones, 12 in this case. We also found that there were some things that we wanted to limit that did not exist yet. So we actually wrote a couple of our own policies in Rego, I believe we did. All those things combined with a lot of Helm templating that gave us some nightmares, we created a policy collection. That policy collection, because it's also Helm again, we can automate the testing, we can version it, and we can apply it on a cluster using a value set that gives us the opportunity to set policies per cluster, different policies for every cluster or set. For example, you put one policy in monitor mode, which does lots, because if people do something they should not do, we still want to know. You want to put a project in protect mode. This whole project cannot violate any rules. Or we accept a certain namespace within a project. Nick.
Thank you. That's a lot of Helm charts, and that's what we had to work with. And in the meantime, our platform has grown a lot. Not just in number of users, but also number of pods that we spin up every day. And we are currently still working with a lot of exceptions, turning into a lot of lines of code for some of the clusters. But what we also learned is that by publishing all the findings of all these policy violations in dashboards, that really raised awareness. And it increased the ownership, because it's a shared responsibility. It taught us that some exceptions are here to stay, or at least for a while. But those exceptions are all accepted, they are documented. They can always be challenged, because not just the dashboards are available, but also the policies and the exceptions. So everything can always be challenged.